Hi, everyone. My name is Natalie, and I'm the founder, CEO of Nochi, a studio creating anime games for women, made by women. So quarantining has actually sort of been my jam this past year. I've been on the Nintendo Switch train and played over 100 hours of games, especially when the beginning of the pandemic, Animal Crossing came out, so I was stuck on there. But my favorite types of games are actually romance anime ones. However, the titles that are available for me to play today aren't doing it for me. As a female heroine in these games, I'm constantly needing rescue because I'm useless as a character. Or the plotline is extremely annoying because I'm always getting steamrolled by the male lead and I can't drive my own narrative in the story. So needless to say, these stereotype female experiences really don't jive. So this leads to the problem. There aren't many titles available right now. And of the ones that are available, they're originally produced for Asian audiences, then later just merely translated to English. This leads to several issues, including language mistranslation. It's not a really great gameplay experience when you're playing along a storyline you're hooked in, but then there's grammatical errors. But the biggest offender of all is all the cultural mistranslations, because gender dynamics aren't the same in the East compared to the West. And so you see these complaints manifest online in communities like Reddit, where female gamers such as myself, we congregate on Reddit and complain about the behaviors of the characters, especially the male ones being predatorial. So this is where Nochi comes in. We are creating anime games for females by a US female creative team with in-house developed software. What most people don't know is that female players account for 63% of the $43 billion mobile gaming market. And anime is growing. Recently, Crunchyroll, which is an anime streaming only platform, they got acquired by Sony for $1.2 billion this past December. And then for 2020, Netflix reported that over 100 million households watched anime on their platform. And Netflix saw anime consumption grow by 50%. So the market is super exciting in this space for both female gamers and anime. How can Nochi monetize from this? Our business model comprises of 3 revenue streams. First is in-app purchases. Our games will be freemium models, so it is free to download, but we will be creating a world and characters that people want to get to know better and dive deeper into. So they're willing to pay for these in-app purchases to get to know our characters. Second, we're also monetizing from game experiences. Females are willing to spend money and watch and participate in events like panels at anime conventions. But they don't have much opportunity to do so right now because the studios are in the East. So Nochi will be there in person as soon as anime conventions open back up. In the meantime, there hasn't been a successful substitute for it online yet. And so you see a lot of conversations online about how people can't wait to attend these events again, and are even purchasing and pre-registering for these events in hopes of the pandemic being over. So Nochi will be there. And lastly, we will also have merchandise, where we will sell at in-person events like these anime conventions, and we also will sell online through our website shop. The majority of our revenue will be coming in from in-app purchases, and the other 2 revenue streams will account for about 25%. Before we even launched the game, we were actually attending anime conventions pre-COVID. And at these conventions, we were actually making revenue sales. So we didn't have a game out yet. We were just showing concept artwork, and we were telling people about our stories. And we noticed that users, female gamers especially, were very excited for a US-based studio creating content that they wanted to see. So with that support and the early revenue sales from selling prints and sharing these stories, we were able to create our first proof of concept called Sifting Time, which is actually available in the Android and iOS stores right now. So feel free to check it out on your phones and download it. And from there, where we launched it this past summer of 2020, we decided to go into our first freemium title, so that free to download game with the in-app purchases. And that title is called Somnium 11. So we raised the Kickstarter in the fall of 2020, and we successfully raised $14,000. This amount fully covers the development cost of the game. Our team is ready to take this on because we have a breadth of experiences related to game development, which allows us to truly produce everything in-house. Between all of us, we have experiences in branding and merchandising, specifically in the toys and entertainment department and for private labels. We also have experiences in freelancing for game studios as well. Beyond our core team leaders, we also have team members who are helping us in our operations, from script writing to the game development to even managing our social media. So truly everything is developed in-house at Nochi with female gamers in mind. So in 5 years, Nochi will build a new genre of romance games. We're able to push cultural significance into the spotlight because we can and it matters. Similar to how Final Fantasy redefined the fantasy sci-fi genre and it's allowed its studio to expand into numerous opportunities beyond just gaming, Nochi 2 will redefine the meaning of romance anime games. Female gamers will not only turn to Nochi for better anime game titles, but they will also be proud of playing romance games. So even though we're excited by the traction we've seen with Somni 11 through the successful Kickstarter campaign and also seeing responses online, the hype on Reddit, we're seeking help to accelerate our customer acquisition so that we can get the game into as many female gamers' hands as possible in time for the Somnium 11 launch, which will be this upcoming fall. So please reach out if you'd like to join Nochi in the female gaming movement. Thank you all for your time.